A very warm welcome to Providence Pastures, the Roots allotment site in Gartha, Fleets. This is my allotment vlog, and this is summer. So just down in this side area of the allotment, I've got some chives here that I've grown from seed in, when was it? I planted them 27th of July. So this is another one of my little experiments. I thought, you know what? I've grown chives at home and they always seem to get missed. And I thought, well, if I grow them near to where I'm growing the veg, what I could do is when I harvest some veg, I can come and I can cut some chives and take them back with the veg or salad or whatever it is. So I'm just taking care with these because these are seedlings. I think most people would normally buy these from the supermarket, but I just fancied like getting some seeds and growing them. It's a bit unusual the way I've grown them in these like plugs and that, but because I think you'd normally scatter them sort of into a pot, but it was just the way I do things. I always tend to do things my own way or slightly different from the norm. So I'll put them here, see how they get on. So I just need to give them a bit of a water. Bit of water or soak in this case. There we go. Plenty. Well, it's Friday today and I've got this Dahlia Starburst that's looking a bit worse for wear. And anyway, it's a bit neglected. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to make this half of this new plot for flowers, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to start off with my Dahlia Starburst. So I'm going to get that in there and then look at tidying it up a little bit. Oh. So first of all, get it out of the pot. That's come out, I say it's quite rooty there, so yeah, I just didn't expect it to come out like that actually. So yeah, I'll just get an O for it. Yeah. Oh. So let's look at just tidying this up a little bit. When I've been deadheading this in the garden, to be honest, I've just been getting the heads and just pulling it up, when really I should have been taking these stems off. Because dahlias will come back They're a perennial plant, which means they come back every year, although they are susceptible to frost. Frost will kill them in a lot of climates, including this country. So I understand the best practice is, if you want to keep your dahlias as perennials, is to actually dig up the tubers towards the first frost, and that way as well you will also stand a chance of it being more profuse with its flowering in the coming year. I'm not going to go too perfect with this because the climate around here will get rid of a lot of this brown dying foliage. But yeah, dahlia, this will keep on producing flowers for as long as you keep on deadheading it. It'll just be profuse. Yeah, I've got another one of these in the garden at home. It's actually planted and was doing a lot better than this one that was in a pot. So I thought, well, as soon as I'm going to dedicate, part of this growing plot to flowers, I thought, well, dahlia would be a good start because of the fact, as I say, it produces tubers, and then you can sort of get those tubers and get more plants out of it. Tubers are like little potatoes that grow underground, and yeah, so there we go. Hopefully she's feeling a bit better. I'll give it a bit of water. Here comes the water, you lucky plant. So I'm going to give it plenty of water, just purely because I know the ground below it is quite dry. It's quite clay like, so a full can here is not going to harm at all. She's loving that. It's Sunday 24th of August and not really much to do today. Maybe a bit of watering, a bit of weeding. Here you go, you lucky Starburst. This is Starburst Dahlia that I planted, and hopefully that's going to produce some tubers additional to what it already has. And then we've got a couple of butterhead lettuce in the middle there. There's actually three, there's a tiny one over there. These Thai basil, I believe. And then the kale, wherever that, I think the kale's gone. Yeah, I can see something there. Anyway, that's the joys of gardening. Some you win, some you lose. So I'm giving this area a bit of a wet because this is where I put the bin potatoes interplanted with what's already here. And an occasional wetting doesn't harm in getting the potato tubers growing. And that gets the ground around wet as well. So just as I'm going around watering, I'm seeing plenty of weeds, and as much as I've got my weeding Wednesday, I can see one right here. It's frustrating when they grow right into the base of your crop plant. Oh goodness, yeah. There we go. So that's that one. Looked like it had tangled its roots onto that. Anyhow, again, it's a lot of these perennial weeds coming back time after time, because yeah, it does take a bit of effort to get the roots out and get them. You got to keep on removing them, and eventually they do run out of energy, and eventually you do get to reclaim your land. However, it's the effort you've got to do in the meantime to get there. And then just stay on top of it and don't let any weeds establish a good root base, including grass. I keep on seeing clumps of grass coming every now and again. There we go. And there's more at the base of my plants. This is my one tomato plant here that I managed to grow from seed. But I was late starting with it, and yeah, I'm quite pleased with how that's turned out. Oh, there's a lot of weeds around here. Like this bit here, I'm pretty sure I planted a potato or something, but nothing's come up as yet, so it might not do. Yeah, it never ceases to amaze me just how fast things grow here in Providence pastures. And yeah, that includes the weeds. And that's a problem with me, is when I do a little bit, I think, well, I've got to do the rest of it. So I'll just do this little area, and then I'll go sit and have a rest and see where we are. That's a bit better. And when I've got those to go in the compost pile. It's Monday 25th of August and it actually looks like we've got summer for a day. It's Bank Holiday Monday. So just looking around back at the shed, we've got a couple of weeds. The lettuce is doing really well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull out them couple of weeds. There's one there and one there, and anyway, going to do that. Oh. So it's not perfect, but we have a row of lettuce. And it is the Great Lettuce Experiment, and it's going really well, as you can see. And now some water for that lucky lettuce. And then the chives. There you go, lucky chives. Now I have to admit, the Dahlia Starburst looking lonely there, it looks like it could be marking a grave or something, doesn't it? Yeah, I think I need to get more flowers around this and more things growing. It's definitely not a grave. It's the start. It's the start of my flower collection. So we've got a few weeds here on the corner near the shed. Oh, blooming it. And this is where I planted the King Edwards for hopefully a Christmas crop. So a particularly warm day it's forecast to be for today, so every now and again I just put some water down where I've put things in when it's warm. Whether it helps or not will be seen. I believe it'll help. Oh. This is that's definitely a Charlotte potato. I'd put some other Charlottes in here. There you go. And I also put some Bims somewhere around here as well, down the edge, just in the space that I could find. There you go, lucky lettuce. Yeah, I'll go get some more water. Well, this is good exercise, as I've said before. And down this edge is where I did sow carrot seeds, and I can see one or two of them coming up. So again, give this plenty of water down this way. Use a full can. And having two pots also means I'm getting the extra steps going to the other water trough here to water that pot. I know I've just watered the Dahlia Starburst, but the other couple of things, the lettuce and the Thai basil, do need a little bit of water. And again, I'll give these plenty of water because this is quite a dry patch, this. As I was advised by Spud, the patch manager, that when I do plant my flower bulbs in autumn, just make sure to give it plenty of water because the ground underneath is quite dry. And the other thing I'm surprised about is seeing weeds growing up, because I saw when they came to do this patch, there was a thick layer of cardboard put underneath, and yeah, whatever weeds of perennials have grown up, they've grown up through the cardboard, and yeah, so it'll take some time to get them out. It's Wednesday, except today's not weeding Wednesday, I'm making it watering Wednesday this week. So I'm going to start off just by watering this area where I put the King Edwards, along with these neighbouring potatoes. I could do with getting some compost on these to shore these ones up a bit. That's maybe a job for another day. Oh. I know it's not a lot of water, but if I just put some on every couple of days, it just keeps the ground moist, especially in this warm bit of summer weather we're having at the moment. There's 2 days of summer. Yeah, and this is like a free gym membership or something, I suppose, carrying these weights each time. And I really need to wet down these edges because this is where I planted some of the BIM potatoes down the edges somewhere. Can't remember where. There you go, tomatoes. You can have some. In fact, the tomato there looks a bit wilted, so I'm just holding it over just to give it plenty more. Just give the carrots a bit of water. And the onions. Potatoes. More water. Oh. Now these potatoes here, I'm going to give these an extra drink because they're looking a bit wilted. Now I did find the weeds the other day that had powdery mildew underneath them, and I wonder whether that's affecting them, whether they're somehow being attacked, because a couple of the leaves are curled up. I'll have to look more into that. Yeah. Get some on the strawberries. Some of these strawberries do seem to be recovering, but not all. Yeah, you get your steps in doing this, and then also the weight of the water each time. Yeah, I don't think I could carry 2 cans, not with my health. Anyway, let's look at this Dahlia Starburst and give it a bit of water. It's looking a bit dehydrated actually. Let's give it plenty. Let's give it the whole can. Nearly the whole can. Give these a bit of water as well. Give these the rest of the can. This is 3 butterhead lettuce and 3 Thai basil. There was supposed to be 3 kale, but they didn't survive. It's Thursday, and today I've got some flowers that I've brought from home. These were a little crowded in the garden, and they weren't doing that well. So I thought, well, I'll bring them here, let them have some room to breathe and to sit in the sun, and you never know, we might have a bit of something nice to look at on the videos in future. So I've got in here, I've got 2 Bizzie Lizzies. So I'm going to put one at this side and one at the other side. I've also got these, which I believe are Diamanthus pink kissers. The pink kissers part is right. I'm not sure about the Diamanthus. I think I'm right. Let's put them there. And then this is a hydrangea cutting. So I thought, well, put this here, you know, and let that get going. So and all of these plants are perennials. The Bizzie Lizzies, I was surprised to find out, are perennials, although they are tender perennials. So they tend to be, according to what I've read, only last as perennials in sort of warmer climates. You could potentially keep them going in the greenhouse or something like that, but I don't have those facilities at the moment. So there we go. And this is yet another one of my experiments. And yeah. So now they're in, I need to go fill the watering can and give them a water. If anyone's wondering why I walk around here, these bits here are marked out as patches, so potentially one day there could be more allotment patches going down the middle here. So I tend to stick to where is what you'd call a designated path or an established path. Yeah, and I think I'll come back in a few minutes once all this is soaked in before I go today, and I'll give these another water, and also those there. As you can see here, we've got quite a few weeds, so it's we didn't have weeding Wednesday yesterday, we had watering Wednesday, so today is just have a bit of a hoe, and then hopefully some of these will just wither and die in the sun. Just got to keep going at it. Yeah, and when I was hoeing then I just saw a load of perennials just underneath it, and these dandelions seem to be ones that are attracting that seem to be susceptible to mildew, the powdery mildew for some reason, and so I just need to get that away from these tomatoes. Oh, there's actually a whole branch gone there. I wonder if that's worth saving at all. Probably not. I'm going to put that in the compost. Yeah, just lightly across the, just getting underneath the, some of them seem to be disappearing under the compost, but yeah, it's just getting the blade just underneath the leaves and cutting across the stem of the root. And yeah, there we go. More weeds at this side. take some of the bigger weeds and put them in compost. So I'll just give this the lettuce and basil. There you go, lucky lettuce. And then flowers.